Tubies! This is Psychic Bob. It is so rocking to be with you. Well, here we are. It's Thursday. It's Zodiac Thursday. I know the day is almost over. And you're going to say, well, Psychic Bob, you didn't get a Zodiac Thursday earlier. Psychic Bob has been in crunch mode lately. You know, as many of you know, I am a full-time professional psychic medium. So when the business comes in, Psychic Bob has to take it. So I've been doing a lot of readings and doing a lot of catch-up, follow-ups with people, organizing stuff. So I'm just now getting out this video, okay? But not to worry, because I think you'll find stuff in it that is still going to be helpful for you, not only for today, but for the coming days, okay? So here we are at Zodiac Thursday. You know what that means? We got our big Zodiac wheel. There we go. Now, today, we had an interesting day. This is one of these, what I call split days, where we're kind of between two different signs. And right now, we are in the sign. We were in Taurus early this morning. Here's Taurus, okay? That's the bull. And we were in Taurus up till about 11:15 a.m. this morning. After 11:15, the moon went void, of course. That means that it was hovering on the cusp between Taurus and the next sign, actually this way, which is Gemini. Here's Gemini. So it stayed on that line. See that line there? That's where it hovered. It was kind of not in one sign nor in the other. And when that happens, that's a really good time just to step back, reflect, don't get too involved. Because sometimes when you're, hovering on that cusp, it's called void of course, things rarely come to fruition. So if you started any projects after 11:15 this morning, we were in that place. So if you had some challenges, it was around 2:17 p.m. today that we did actually then move into Gemini. So that shift of energy, though, brings a kind of a refreshing change to the day. Gemini energy is an air sign, and that means like ideas, inspiration, communication, partnership. So that's the energy that we are now working in. And I like that Taurus blends into Gemini because, Taurus is a very earthy sign. Taurus is a wonderful time to get projects solidified. If you got to get contracts together and make it happen and get money transferred, Taurus makes it happen. Now that we've moved into Gemini, this is what I call team building time with a capital T, team building. So that means you can build partnerships, get conversations going, and really help projects continue to move forward. We also had some interesting other, what I would call challenging aspects of the day. And hold on, let me put on my glasses. Psychic Bob's getting old. I can't read anything. Now, just to give you some other insights as for today, today our moon was square Mercury. And what that means is that communications are a challenge. So it's not the greatest day. Even though Gemini gives partnership and it is an air sign, some of that communications can be a little testy. Now, the reason I say this is that the moon is conjunct Mars. So whenever you have Martian energy coming in and you've got an air sign, this means that conversations can be volatile. So today is really a day to work on plans, to work on self-reflection. You can reach out to people, but do it in a way that is non-aggressive and that does not push agendas. Because you see, with that Martian aspect, people can get riled up easily. Some of you today, I suspect, had weird situations where, you'd call up somebody thinking everything's cool, and all of a sudden they're acting crazy, and you're like, whoa, what's that about? That's generally that's that Martian influence coming in here, okay? So we've got Gemini, which is an air sign, Mars, which is fire energy. Sometimes that fire can burn. So be patient, not to worry. Tomorrow on Friday, we're going to have a much better day because, as I said, we are in Gemini at that time. And so therefore, we're going to see more partnerships. We've got our sun aspecting, it's actually sextile the moon. Now, the sun and the moon, as you know, are the lights of the zodiac. So that means everything gets illuminated, a lot more high energy, a lot brighter aspects for tomorrow. We have our moon favorably aspecting Saturn, which Saturn sometimes means everything slows down, but it has the positive aspect, which means that there's some order and structure to the day. Now, the challenge is going to be with those of you who are very psychic, because our moon is square Neptune. Neptune is the planet that deals with psychic energy. So tomorrow you may find that you're feeling a little out of touch with that inner self. Not to worry. Remember, you've got Saturn. Follow just through the day with order, with schedule, and things will fall into alignment. And again, of course, you have Gemini with the moon, which definitely indicates energies of partnership, communication. Now, the one aspect tomorrow that is also a little challenging is that Uranus, which is the ruling planet of Aquarius, goes retrograde. Now, whenever a planet goes retrograde, that means that in the zodiac it appears to go backwards. Oftentimes it creates a disruption in the energy. Like, for example, Uranus is the planet that sometimes brings inspiration and insight. It can bring revolutionary ideas. When it goes retrograde, the negative aspects is that you may feel uninspired. You may feel like you're blocked from creativity. Also, remember, we've got that aspect with Neptune square the moon, which is also in a sense kind of a blocked energy. So your creativity tomorrow may feel a little challenged. Sometimes when Uranus goes retrograde, it can also bring out the negative aspects, such as extreme radicalism. Like, people will just suddenly feel like the slightest offense, they just have to take it to the extreme. So if you experience that tomorrow, remember, there's a lot of that chaotic energy. People are not necessarily connected to their higher self. So you, as spiritual people watching this, tomorrow spend a lot of energy in meditation, raise your vibration, build some buffers around you, and accept that it may be a little bit of a hectic day, okay? But you know what? Overall, with that sun trine the moon, you got Saturn in your favor, you're going to get through tomorrow, okay? So not to worry. And as we go into the weekend, we're still in Gemini, again, partnerships. On Saturday, one of the things is our moon is sextile Venus, which indicates really good interpersonal relationships, particularly in romance. It means you'll look good, you're going to feel good. The moon enlightens and highlights. So highlighting Venus energies with the moon also in Gemini, this really means it's a good day for romance. So everybody's going to look good, feel good come Saturday. And as we go into Sunday, we've got our moon trining Neptune again. Now, our moon trining Neptune means our psychic senses come back. We start to come into balance. So, as you know, we've got every day maybe some challenging aspects. I think of this week, Friday, tomorrow is going to be our most challenging of days. But if you take it slow and remember, meditate on Saturn. Say, Saturn, bring me energy just to keep me on track. Focus on the higher self. You're going to come through it fine. So, today is, again, a day, step back, reflect, don't push agendas. In fact, I would say tomorrow, don't push agendas either. Focus for the next 2 days really on gentle, positive, and uplifting communications. And you're going to help bring greater stability, not only to your day, but to those around you who may be somewhat challenged by these astrological aspects. Well, guys, listen, there's just a little psychic snapshot for you. If you enjoy astrology, every day over at my website at robert-hickman.com, I'll put the link below, you can go there and get your free daily horoscope. That's right, I write horoscopes every day. They're my own creation. I don't take them from any other astrology site. I study the transits, I write them up, put them together. So you definitely will get a little psychic snapshot overview at the beginning of the thing. For those of you who've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But up at the top, I do what's called daily overview. So I talk about the alignments of the day, what that means for you. And then I go each individual zodiac sign. And I give a little mini reading for every single sign. So every single person reading that blog gets something for themselves every day. And if you're saying, well, Psychic Bob, I don't know what my horoscope sign is. I'm not really sure. I think I'm this, but I'm not sure. If you go to my site, after each sign, I give the birth date. So you just find the sign where your birth date falls in the range, and that's your sign, okay? And if you're somebody who ends up on the cusp, if you say, well, Bob, another astrology site said I was this sign, yours says I'm that, read both signs. That way you'll kind of get a sense of where you fall in the zodiac, okay? Anyways, we're going to do next week, I think we're going to talk about cusps. We've talked about it a little bit before, but I'm going to go more in depth next week. I think that is something a lot of people have questions about as well. But anyways, for now, know that we are snug this weekend and secure, safe in the sign of Gemini. Air power, friendship, communication, partnership, all of that's available. Take it carefully, take it slow, work with your higher self, and you're going to rock it. Thanks for being here, guys. Listen, keep it here tomorrow on Friday. We're going to have something fun. Maybe we'll go for a walk tomorrow. You guys seem to enjoy that. We haven't done that in a while. So maybe tomorrow we'll have a walk and we'll do a spiritual reflection walk, okay? All right. Well, listen, keep it here. By the way, if you're new here, hit subscribe. Or even if you're not new and you haven't subscribed, hit subscribe. Be a regular part of our channel. We'd love you to be here. We have a lot of fun. And just ask anybody, they'll tell you we're a really great community here. Also, for those of you who have been watching and following, or if you haven't seen it, on Tuesday we did our second class for the Order of Melchizedek. So if you haven't seen that and you're following that series, catch up on it. Go check that out. It's in the queue here from Tuesday. Okay. We've also had messages from the spirit world this week. Yesterday we had Hecate. You know, every day we get something fun here at Spirit Channel and something educational and spiritual and hopefully enlightening to all of you. So definitely, you know, be part of the scene. Jump in, learn, study, grow, connect, and subscribe. I'm so glad you're here. Well, listen, keep it here. We'll see you back here tomorrow and Friday for another cool video. And then, you know, next week we'll have another Zodiac Thursday. Blessings to all of you.